According to a new report from New York Magazine, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem has grown furious over the non-stop barrage of negative stories about her in the media, the constant attacks on social media, and of course the mockery on shows like South Park. Kristi Noem is not happy about any of this because she only cares about image instead of substance. Anyone that was actually properly doing their job would not care about the criticism because it would be unwarranted. But for somebody like Kristi Noem, who has made it very clear she only cares about her actual appearance, that is what is driving her crazy. And it's not just her physical appearance. It is the appearance of whether or not you're even qualified to do the job that you've been given. And clearly she is not. So she is embarrassed, she is humiliated, and this report from New York Magazine says that she is taking it out on her staffers in profane screaming sessions. But she's not doing it alone either. She's also doing it alongside the man that she is rumored to be having an affair with, Corey Lewandowski. Let me read you this. They were screaming, a DHS employee told the magazine. The level of disrespect and screaming at everybody in that room, I think people were really shocked and taken aback. And when this DHS employee said they mean Kristi Noem and Corey Lewandowski. Because Kristi Noem and Corey Lewandowski recently called a meeting to talk about all this negative press, negative publicity, the mockery, the embarrassment. And so they started screaming at the staff. Here's another one. Another former DHS staffer said it was clear Noem and Lewandowski were embarrassed by the coverage. Feeding off one another's negative energy, Noem dropped multiple F-bombs, they said. They also accused the people in the room of lining their pockets from government contracts, which seemed like projection to the people listening. Like, how are you saying all your employees are corrupt? And you know that they're profiteering and you're just not going to do anything about it? You're just going to say, hey, we know you're doing this. It's illegal if it's happening. And you're implying that you know it's happening, that you know fraud against the government is happening, and yet you're not going to do anything. Wow. Yeah, that does sound like projection now, doesn't it? So here's what's so funny to me. Kristi Noem sucks at her job. Kristi Noem came in and made all of these changes, specifically, of course, if anybody wants more than $100,000 from FEMA, I got to sign off on it directly. Now, it used to be well over 10 million was the amount. I think it was actually 25 million. If it was more than 25 million, DHS secretary had to sign off on it. And because of that, the release of any kind of FEMA personnel or anything for the flooding in Texas over the summer, 4 days late. And then, of course, it happened in other disasters, and Noem was humiliated by this. Because, of course, when all of that was happening, that's when the reports resurfaced, because they were not new reports, they were just resurfacing, that Noem changed the rules and she has to personally sign off, and she wasn't signing off. She was busy doing other things, changing her wardrobe for her next photo shoot out there. And it was humiliating for her. But it all goes back to the fact that 1, she is grotesquely incompetent. 2, she cares more about literal appearances than she does about doing the job, the substance of it. And 3, whenever she needs backup, she goes running to the man who some staffers say it is the worst kept secret in D.C. that the two are allegedly having an affair. And she makes him do the backup for her so she can feed off his negative energy. That's our Department of Homeland Security, folks. Hope you feel safer at night knowing those two idiots are in charge. Are your emails truly private? If you're using a free email service such as Gmail, all your emails are being scanned and tracked even after you delete them. Big tech tracks everything: your plans, your purchases, your confidential messages, building profiles to sell to advertisers or hand over to who knows who. More and more people are realizing that free email comes at a cost. They're ditching big tech and looking for privacy-focused alternatives. They want to decide who sees their information, and they want that control back. That's why I recommend StartMail. They've been a trusted name in secure email for over a decade now. And here's a key detail. StartMail is based in the Netherlands, a country renowned for its strong data and protection laws. Unlike big tech email, StartMail never scans or tracks your emails. StartMail blocks invasive tracking pixels in emails, protecting you from being monitored by companies and hackers. When you delete an email in StartMail, it's actually gone for good, ensuring your data remains private. StartMail really goes all in on privacy. They've got a bunch of great features like unlimited aliases to keep you anonymous and, of course, strong encryption to protect your emails. Moving to StartMail is hassle-free. With just a few clicks, you can easily migrate all of your existing emails and contacts to StartMail. So try StartMail for yourself, completely free for 7 days. Go to startmail.com/Farron to begin, and you'll also get a 50% discount on your first year.